Hi, I'm Anna Perry and I'm Chief Executive of Great Western Air Ambulance Charity. I'm at the Wellspring Settlement in Bristol, one of the many places where we have public access defibrillators in our distinctive blue and green. Our clinical crew are called to help hundreds of people experiencing a cardiac arrest every year, and all too often the patient has not had the benefit of CPR or a defib before ambulance crew arrive. If you're in an area where incomes are low and where people are more likely to experience poor health, the chance of there being an accessible defib nearby is lower. This means that people who are most likely to need a defib are least likely to have one available. Often defibs are located where people can afford to buy one. So we've developed an award-winning tool that helps decide where a defib is needed most. We've secured funding for them and we're making sure that they are installed and working, ready for when they're needed most. We also ran a CPR training programme with the aim that a whole generation of children grow up and are able to give CPR and use a defib. And we've adapted that to people who aren't in mainstream schooling or who have additional needs. Together, these projects are really helping to address health inequalities locally. But why is this a priority for us? Well, because we are genuinely dedicated to inclusion and equity for our patients, for the public, and of course for our own people. There is always more we can do and ways that we can do things better. The important thing is that we know this, we recognise that we have areas for improvement, we're curious about how we can do things better, and we're really open to feedback. At GWAAC we have an Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Action Group made up of staff and crew from all levels, including me. We have a very active staff representative group who advocate for our team when needed. We're committed to people's development and see each person as the individual they are, with different needs and different strengths that we can build on. During our recruitment process, we focus on values and the ability to learn how to perform well in the role, not just on prior knowledge. And our recruiting managers are encouraged to question themselves and our biases to ensure we select the best candidate for the role, even if that might mean challenging our existing ways of working and our assumptions. At GWAAC, we really do try to welcome everyone, and we encourage you to apply to work with us, even if you don't think that any of the groups you identify with are well represented in our sector or in our organisation. Be honest if you feel that's the case, and we can talk about working together to remove any barriers.